This is Promenade Tech Backend Bootcamp Week 15 coding assignment, our third week working on the Pet Store API. So for this week, I worked on adding employees and customers to pet stores, as well as GET requests for all or individual pet stores, as well as deleting a pet store. So I have them in the controller as well as in the service. If I go over to Advanced REST Client, I've already entered some information so that I can enter this employee into Pet Store with the ID of 9. I've given a first name, last name, job title, and employee phone, and oh, I didn't start my. Let's head over and run the project first. That will help. Once this has fully booted, I can go back to Arc. Let's clear this and let's try that again. Employee ID 2, because I'd already used an employee ID of 1 for a previous test. If I go over to MySQL Workbench and you query to select from employee, I've already deleted the previous employee, but you can see that this employee with the ID of 2 has appeared in Pet Store. Next, I'm going to add a customer also to Pet Store number 9, given the requisite first name, last name, and email. And again, this will give me a customer ID of 2. If I go over to MySQL Workbench and select all from customer, I have 2 customers because the previous customer was not deleted. So there's still a customer with the ID of 1 existing in the table. As for the GET requests, I have it set to show less details. It does not show the actual list of employees and customers when I'm doing a GET on all of them. So you can see that even though 9 has a customer and an employee, these are showing as blank, but all the rest of the information is here for 9, 10, and 11. However, if I was to select only 9, then I would get the customer array with just the single customer that I've added, as well as the employee. Finally, deleting a pet store along with any employees that are parented to it, as well as if I go over to pet store customer before I do any deletions. Currently, it has customer ID and a pet store ID. We'll delete this row without deleting the customer. So if I head back over here, I don't want to delete 8 because it's already been deleted, although if I click it, it will tell me that it doesn't exist. Pet store 9. Successfully deleted pet store with ID equals 9. If I refresh this, select again, this is blank now. However, if I go to customer, I still have both customers, but the employee table is now empty again. And the pet store table has only 10 and 11 left. So that is the rest of my pet store API for week 15 coding assignment.